Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. Get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on an episode of Waterway Garno, our brand new City Skylines 2 series. And I'm so excited to continue because I have been itching to play all day because I love this game. It is just, one of those games that you just can't stop playing. And I genuinely mean that. This is very fun. Once you dial in the settings, it is great. And, I'm still tweaking the settings and stuff. I feel like it looks a little darker than last episode. But, all in all, I'm very happy with how things are going. We are in autumn now. I've let the game sim a little bit, just as I'm kind of been tweaking the settings and whatnot. So it's really cool to see that the trees are changing and whatnot through here, just like they are changing in the real world right now. Because it is fall when I'm recording this. And guess what? It is very close to Halloween. And what am I doing on Halloween? Well, I am going to be participating in a charity live stream with some of the members of the Skylines 6 and special guest Toady. And we are going to be doing a charity live stream for about 10 hours on Halloween, raising money for the Save the Children worldwide charity organization. And I am so excited to support this charity. Very good global charity. And on top of that, the Skylines 6 also opened up a limited edition merch store. So we got some cool merch specialized to our Halloween kind of theme that we're doing this for, but it's a limited drop. This will be the only time you'll be able to get this stuff, and 100% of the profits that are made from this are going directly to the Save the Children charity, along with any donations we make during the holiday charity live stream. So with that, let's hop out and take a look at where we're going to be building today, because holy cow, we are going to be starting our Quebec area over here today. So if you missed last episode and you haven't checked out the first one or the series trailer, the theme of this series is 2 cities in 1. We have this river here running right down the middle, and we're using this opportunity to say that this is the split between a theoretical province of Ontario and Quebec. So this will allow us to build kind of 2 separate themed cities in one. So it's going to be like a 2-in-1 city. So today we're going to be kind of starting the Quebec themed city over here. Now, it's my understanding that without districts and stuff like that, we can't really make the cities look too different at the moment. So we will get to that in the future. We're just going to kind of set up the grids and stuff today. And that's going to be the goal just of today's episode. Just more expansion, leveling up, and maybe kind of touching on a few other things. So I have readjusted this bridge off camera, and I really like it. It's very cool. I can definitely see this intersection becoming like a roundabout kind of thing. We can figure things out down the line because this is going to be one very busy bridge. That is for sure. But I don't love how this bridge kind of connects out into here. And I think we're going to readjust it at some point. I think we're going to actually end up curving it into the road network of this town. And we've actually already set up the road network through here. Oh, darn, I forgot to disable achievements for this episode. That's okay. So you'll see some achievements get popped up. So we've established this road along here right beside the waterfront, kind of leveled with the this part of the river here. And I was looking at some maps of the old part of Hull in Quebec, Old Gatineau, Wrightstown. I couldn't find a map that I liked that was like of the very first town in the Ottawa-Gatineau area, which is the theme that I'm taking up for this city, of the Quebec town of Wrightstown on the island of Hull. But I found this one, which was really cool, as you can see on screen. And you can see that I feel like the road network is laid off of the timber chutes on the kind of the middle upper part of the map where the waterfall kind of flows down into the river. And that is what we're going to be kind of doing with this city. So I'm assuming that the timber chutes would have been off of this river as well. So we will be using that kind of as our grid marker. So it's a little different than the map we looked at last episode, and it's a bit more squared, I kind of feel. So that's kind of going to be the style we're going to go with. So we're going to choose an arbitrary position to start our grid. Doesn't really matter. And we'll start with this one right here. We're just going to go literally straight across, flush, right across, 90-degree angle. Nothing fancy. But then we're going to go into a bit more of a squared position. So over here with our other city, we went with like a 6, 8 square grid, I think. So I think we're going to do something similar. All right, so we have our grid established, and something we really need to do before we get going on this is connect up this bridge, because at the moment, this is the only way across to the other side. And look at this, all these businesses are asking for customers. We need to get those customers there. Oh wow, these are some tough terrain lines we're gonna need to readjust. Oh my gosh. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do is we're going to take this road, curve it into this street here, and that's gonna be kind of where it meets this neighborhood, but then we're going to continue it through the area as like a large avenue. Maybe actually we go right along the edge here, which I think I'm going to need to buy a tile. This is going to be the first tile we're going to need to buy, and I think we're going to need to buy both of these. I guess we have enough tiles. We have 12, so yeah, we can buy both of those, no problem at all. That'll be very helpful for all of this. So should we continue it out like this, curve it out, maybe kind of find the next grid marker here and then go off of that? I think that's probably the safest bet. So let's click that in. That was not a clean kind of grid there. What the heck? Let's get this right here. What the heck? That didn't work again. My goodness. I think some of these road guidelines are messing with me a little bit. All right, so we got the road in place, and I really like this. I like how we kind of dip under the road here. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. That's pretty neat. I'm really enjoying how this bridge works, and I love how they just kind of allow you to do that. That is very, very cool. So I deleted some of the roads that we placed because of just some of these terrain challenges that we're getting here. So I wanted to kind of work on the terrain a little bit with you all, but I'm noticing that this is a bit of a bottleneck issue right here, right? So we have a few options. We can delete this road and then just make it like a cul-de-sac into it. Whoa, Grand Village already? We've done nothing to achieve this, but I won't complain. That is awesome. Just tons of XP, Grand Village. Let's see what we got with Grand Village, because that is awesome. Milestones. Okay, so with Grand Village, we got another loan. Awesome. Hopefully we don't actually need that. We got the district tool. That is something we're definitely going to be using today. The production panel, policies, disasters, transportation overview, low rent housing, low density office, grain farming, forestry, transportation. Ooh, that's awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. We can definitely get buses today. Bus depot, public transport lines. Oh, holy cow. Parks and Rec too. That's fantastic. Great television show as well. But let's back out and continue talking what we're talking about, because this node here looks tough. So I think on Robin Street here, we are going to delete that, make this intersection larger. So we have an asymmetrical road, I think. 3-lane asymmetrical road. Let's see if we can upgrade this one and let it be what we need it to be. How do we flip this around? There we go. So an asymmetrical road here is a good solution here along Brook Street, but we need to get that cul-de-sac in place. But I wouldn't be opposed to making that a like a larger road down the line, because this does seem like quite the important road. Ooh, we have this connection here too that we should totally make into an asymmetrical road. So I found that just redrawing the road in was just as effective as trying to figure out how to flip it around. But I think that should be good for now. But I wanted to get the terrain kind of level a little bit, kind of create a bit of a cliff face along the frontage here. That's something that is very, very Ottawa-Gatineau along the Ottawa River, are like these shale rocks, I think is what they're called. Kind of just like sharp edges to the shoreline. It's not exactly very soft like they are here. So I wanted to level this out at an arbitrary length, just so we get the kind of cliff aspect to it. Now, not to say that there aren't soft edges to the Ottawa River, because there are, but just along kind of the area that we're building in, it's very, sharp-edged cliffs. So we're kind of taking the themes of a Bytown, known today as the Byward Market area, or Lower Town, and the area of Wrightstown, also known today as the Hull Island in Gatineau. All right, so hopefully this gives a cool kind of look to the area. We've also raised the terrain a little bit more, which I like, because it looks like the bridge is a little taller than on this side. So we're gonna need to do the same thing to this side here, which I didn't do last time, because I was honestly a little bit overwhelmed with all the choices we had to do and all the whole new game aspect to this series, because I've never played this game before, as you know. So yeah, this has been a really fun challenge to build in the last 2 days. So let's rebuild that grid into what we had it before. All right, so now along the rest of the boulevard here, I'm going to skip a road here, connection point, and we're gonna go and connect up with it over on this one. So this one we're gonna do a bit of like a cul-de-sac connection, and then means we're gonna skip this one, and then go right onto the next. But we're gonna again turn this road, so it's kind of co-opted part of the grid, but then we're gonna curve it around following this darker contour line. So we're just gonna go right to that point there. I was wondering what those dark lines were on the road, but it's the contour lines. There we go. So let's go back to our road connections here. Now let's connect up on every other road, just like we mentioned. So there we go. Make sure we're maintaining a straight connection here, making sure that our grid stays intact. All right, I'm liking this a lot. This looks really cool. I think we can really play with this kind of grid that we made. I really like the connection point that we've also kind of created with this old covered bridge area too. This is very cool. I have a fun idea for that. So over here we have just kind of let slide, and we're running into issues. Not enough customers. Let's solve that problem for them. We have a ton of demands. Let's see what the demands are. I think we have demands for low rent housing, maybe. That's a light green or a darker green. I'm not sure. I think that's medium density. Oh, there we go. So we have a lot of high density demand. I wonder what this low rent housing is. Large apartment buildings with small affordable apartments. Okay, let's maybe try and get a couple of these in and around this area here. So let's get a cool building kind of in this slot here. Let's see if we can get some low rent housing in there. We also have purple zoning now, which is offices. Oh, awesome. Okay, well, I don't want to do too much because today we're focusing over here. So the way in and out of this area is literally just this bridge for now. We're technically on the same power grid, I believe. Yeah, all the power runs under the bridge. And then I assume for water as well. I think in the future we're going to try and separate that. But for right now, I think we're probably good to stick with what we have. But let's start zoning up a little bit. So the area that we're saying kind of is the... Oh, we're flooding over here. The area that we're kind of saying is like the old part of this town will probably have some residential zoning. So we're going to kind of go with some low density residential zoning in the area. Now, the real Wrightstown burned down in a big fire. The town that kind of developed into the town of Hull burned down in a big fire, and the whole town has since been redeveloped and replanned. So we're kind of playing with the fact that maybe that fire didn't happen and we're going with the original style of grid. But the town probably would have been having this road as like the frontage road, with this area being the dock. You might have seen that on the map that I shared. There was like a cool landing area for ships and stuff. So I think we're going to be able to say that this was over in here at least. Maybe we can try and smooth it out a little bit more to make it seem a bit more like a dock area. But you know, this is a riverfront, so the dock area is a little different than if it were like a seaport or something like that. But I think this is pretty cool. Very awesome, very awesome. So if that were to be kind of like the main centralized hub, we haven't gotten to that point yet. So this would probably be the more residentially area focused along the river, the beautiful river. So let's build some housing. All right, so I just plopped down a bunch of housing in these grids. What the? Not enough water. Backed up sewer, how? I thought we connected everything. Unless we just don't have enough. Is it too far away? Oh my gosh. I don't know what we're doing here, folks. I thought we were doing good over here. Looks like we have enough power, but not enough water. So if we go to our water plant, I guess we can upgrade, right? An additional pump that significantly increases water intake, okay? Greatly reduces the amount of pollutants in the water. Okay, let's start with this one. Now they got stars over there, but doesn't look like that anything really happened. Unless the bridge isn't actually connecting them. It doesn't look like they actually are connected because of the bridge. Okay, so I guess we're gonna need to draw in our own water pipes. This is a dual pipe. Very cool. Can we just connect up like right here, for example, and then just go underneath? Silly me. I thought that the pipes ran underneath the bridge, but I guess not. Okay, so looks like we're getting that in place. Very, very cool. Let's continue kind of zoning up here because we also got parks and stuff. My goodness, there's just too much going on here. But when I'm thinking of this kind of area here, this is like a bridge going over into this neighborhood. You know, I kind of am envisioning like some high residential towers right in this pocket here, in this pocket, because the views would be awesome, right? And not enough customers. I know we gotta sort that out. So let's get some medium density housing over here. So let's see, we gotta go into this kind of picky view because we gotta make sure that we can actually get a building in place around it. So maybe we go something like this. That's a cool building. And then we're looking on this side here. I don't love the idea of getting the entrance to an apartment building along this lower area. So as you see, like we kind of dip down. I don't love the idea of an entrance to an apartment building over there. But if we were to maybe do something like that, let's see, I think the largest you can go is 6 deep. So yeah, we're good like that. And then something like that, I think. Let's see what happens there when we just let that come in. We lost all our demand. So let's get some commercial demand going, because I think it'd be really cool to get some commercial along this part of the main avenue here, because this is kind of like a co-opted, you know, part of the old grid that I think would be really, really cool to kind of use this area for commercial zoning. Okay, so I'm not going to zone anything up on this side. So we're going to try and figure out how to block the zoning along this road. And I wonder if we can do that with pedestrian paths, just like we were able to do back in City Skylines 1. Okay, so look at that. We were able to force the zoning over here now. And this can create some cool options for us because we could get like a cool office building right here. I feel like this is a cool office building area. Have buildings from all 4 zone types in a single city. Oh, well, that's a simple achievement. Yeah, I feel like this would be a cool office space, like right along the connection point here. I don't love how this looks, so I think we can probably clean that up later. But look at the low density housing. This is awesome. We're also getting some of the high density in through here. And we have a bunch of industry demand, which I haven't incorporated yet in this side of the city because I really want to get this bus depot in. So it would be awesome if we could make this bus depot a permanent feature. Oh, what's this? Taxi depot. Okay. Taxi depot for sure we're getting in. That is fantastic. So maybe we think about kind of finding an industrial pocket because that would be really nice. And then we don't need to move it. Let's think about this really quickly, Steven. This was a more residentially planned build, but I don't want to necessarily build too much out by the garbage and power area because I know we're already going to tear it out and stuff like that. But maybe kind of like right in the middle here, we could get like a cool industrial pocket. I don't want to build anything too far out this way yet. So yeah, let's do that. Let's kind of build out a little bit more. And then maybe with the next connection point onto this boulevard, we can get that bus depot off of that. Very, very cool. So this road is a quiet road because it kind of dead ends here. So that's why I don't mind doing it here. It's also really close to our main avenue. So let's get that bus depot here. Oh, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. But I would imagine that this will be able to be upgradable significantly. So let's see. I want it on this road. It's this kind of this shape now. This is as far as we can go right there. Very cool. We might need to readjust things. Should we need to upgrade it? Extra garage. Okay, so this extra garage can go anywhere. Okay, that's awesome that it doesn't lock you into certain areas, like for a connection point. Okay, so that is very, very good to know. Then this also creates a bit of an industrial little pocket for us, so we can get our taxi depot out this way too. Bus station. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is exciting. I've been looking forward to the bus depots for a long time. Or sorry, the bus, just, you know, honestly, just any transport in this game since they started teasing it. It looks so cool. The taxi depot. Let's actually just relocate this a little bit because I want it on this road actually. Yeah, that's awesome. This also can get upgraded too with a garage extension. Wow. I'm so excited. This is awesome. The transport is so cool. Taxi stand, taxi shelter. Okay, well, I think the taxis just kind of go around when people want them. I don't know. But let's get a bus stop going through here because we're going to need to get this bus on this road. And I don't want to stop on this road beyond this first connection point right in here. So we'll get a bus stop right there. And then, oh wait. No, I just want the bus line tool. What is this bus stop? So I need to do this first? No, I can do this. Okay. So we want this one to go across the bridge here. And then I guess we can get a bus stop right here. That's probably fine. And then we'll go this way into town. And we'll just go right down the middle here. Now this is going to be a Ontario side bus because both of these cities are going to have different transit networks. Because why would two cities that have that share a river and share a metropolitan area, why would they not share a transit system? I don't know, but that's the way we're going to do things because that's how things are in real life. So let's bring this Ontario bus down through here. I love the fact that this bus line isn't jumping around everywhere. It isn't going crazy on us. This is fantastic. Okay, so this first bus line will then come into the Quebec side of things, and then it's just going to do a really simple connection point through the downtown core. So we're going to connect up through here, and then we're just going to do a quick little turnaround, really. But I think we can get one more stop out in this kind of commercial area. I'm trying to find a good turnaround point for this bus. And honestly, it might be right here because I just don't want it to be too big, but I like the idea of it running down this main street here for just a quick little moment. And then we're going to bail out of this province because that's the way the bus systems work in Ottawa-Gatineau. So I think if we were to do this, we're going to kind of do this dipsy doodle here. So we might as well get one more bus stop right there just to kind of clean things up. Then we can finish that up. So we have these bus stops. Let's get some bus shelters in here. I don't love this view. Oh, wow. Okay, I was convinced that we were locked in there. But that's okay. Let's get this bus shelter. And let's get this bus shelter here as well. See, I don't love this. It looks like the bus shelter is taking up too much of the sidewalk here. Can we upgrade the sidewalk itself? Because I think I saw wide sidewalks. Yes. Okay, very cool. This is awesome. I'm loving the kind of like micromanagement of this. Okay, so hopefully this should bring customers into the area, which is awesome. So let's continue filling out this part of town a little bit. We got this one bus in here. That's probably good for now, to be honest. But let's create a bit of a taxi stand as well. A taxi shelter. We'll do this right out in front of the offices, because why not? Okay, so hopefully we can see some people moving around now. That is awesome. Buses are going to be something that we are going to rely on, that is for sure. We have a ton of industry demand now. I think it's time that we kind of figure out some industry over on this side of things. So this is a bit of a commercial kind of downtown area. We have this island over here, which I'm saving for a particular story, which we will tell shortly. So let's get some old industry down by the waterfront over here and in kind of like this industrial little quarter that we have. So this waterfront area we're going to leave open, but that doesn't mean we can't get some industry right along through here. So we also have some specialized industry. I don't think we're actually going to get the specialized industry in today's episode, but that is just something of note. I think today's episode is mainly just kind of expansion and kind of talking about just playing City Skylines because this game is fantastic. Let's see if we can do some of these upgrades on whatever this is, the medical clinic, because we have this whole block reserved for it. It would be nice to kind of figure out some things here, because this is just an extension onto the parking garage, or the parking lot, it seems. So we're removing the parking lot by placing this in here, but this is the ambulance depot, and then this is an extension wing. So let's see. The medical clinic has 7 patients, and we don't actually need to upgrade anything, but it's just it looks a little funny. That's all. It's just so empty, but good to know that this can be going right there. Then we have a 2x2 kind of space all around it, and then we have this which just goes over top of it. So we can kind of fill in some of the rest of this with some commercial, for example. Let's see if we can get anything like that. And then we can leave a bit of space open here, and then we can see if we can get a bit of commercial right like that. Let's see, this is going to fill this whole thing in. Might as well just fill up this whole thing. Let's see if anything even pops up there that might be too small of zoning. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, good to see, good to see. But we didn't have any commercial demand, so that's funny. And then what is this? Abandoned. Unhappy. The noise level of things. Okay. Well, holy moly. I guess they were a bit too close to this main street here. But we can maybe think about upgrading this road to have some trees on it. Oh, cool. It goes right on the side, down the middle, on the side. Let's get some trees along the side, or in the middle here. Okay, very cool. So this is abandoned. I guess I can delete these and let them regrow. Interesting. All right, we're learning. Let's hop back over to here and let's see what we can do on this side of things, because we have police. I think we're probably good on police. And fire, we have what station over there. It's pretty far away from this side of things. It might be beneficial to get another fire station over there, but that's okay for now. Same with the clinic and whatnot. Like, it might be beneficial to just kind of get all those extra things in now. But I kind of want to just do a bit more zoning, because we have a ton of demand kind of going around, particularly for this industry. And I would imagine that the specialized industry would be very helpful. But I don't want to do that yet. All right, so it's time we get another bus in here, because we have a bit of an industrial kind of pocket through this area. And we're going to do a bit of a loop along the middle here. This is a taxi. Oh my goodness. So we got a bus stop. We got it right in the middle of this road. Then we're going to go to the... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Can we delete it? I think we have to go into this mode here. I thought that was the actual bus kind of stop itself, but not this kind of just bus little notifier. I don't know what it's called. We'll learn the terms. Along Moore Street. Oh, okay, Moore Street. Remember that name. So let's get another bus hub, or bus line. Okay. Can I get another? Oh, maybe we actually need to use these. At least to start one. Yeah, start a new route. Okay. So we're going this way, and then we're actually going to go up by the bus depots and stuff like that, and then we're going to hop down over to here. We're going to swing down onto the boulevard and get a shared stop with the Ottawa bus right in here. Then we're actually going to go right here, get a stop right there. Then we're going to swing out over to here, then go down underneath the underneath the bridge here. There we go. Through the residential area. Awesome. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, awesome. So we have some bus lines going through here. And can we see these buses that we've placed? Let's see. Bus lines 3. So bus line 1 is our first bus connection into the province kind of connection. It's 5.5 kilometers. Passengers 0. So I guess we need to place these stop icons down. That is interesting. Okay. Because we have them over here, so there should really be people using this bus. Okay, so as I was redrawing the bus lines, we achieved the next milestone. Tiny Town. We are just like killing it with this XP. Holy cow. I like this new XP mode. We are just cruising through the milestones, and all we're doing is just fiddling around with roads and buses. Holy cow, we got passengers. Okay, so yeah, looks like you need to actually place the stops down first and then add the bus route in. Okay, interesting to know and good to know. Fantastic. Okay, so let's continue building out this way now that we figured out public transport, because hopefully we should be getting some goods moving around the city. Now we also have a ton more low density and medium density demand. So let's take a look at some of these offices over here. Very cool, very cool. I like the look of these. So let's go back to our zoning tool and lay down some more residential. So this is kind of a bit of a main street here. I wouldn't mind going with some medium density. I think row housing counts as medium density. So why don't we get some, oh, actually, I don't know. Should we maybe do low rent housing right here? Yeah, I think a low rent housing right here would be really cool. So let's get it right along here, leaving that one gap, space gap here, so we don't actually zone up along Brook Street on this side. That would be awesome. And then maybe we get a bit of row housing here. Let's see what pops up there, because I just know that it actually kind of pops up in these kind of spots. And then again, we want to make sure we don't zone up here. So I'm just going to continue kind of that block there with that row housing, and we'll see what pops up. And then let's get a bit more medium density. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see if we can get some low density. I don't know, maybe commercial? Yeah, let's go with commercial right here. Whoa. Mixed zoning? I knew we had mixed zoning, but that is just incredible. Okay. I don't think mixed zoning is going to work here, but mixed zoning could totally work in this pocket here. Let's see if we can get some mixed zoning. Let's take out this row housing there. I don't think that's going to work in that kind of pocket, but we can totally get some mixed zoning. So mixed zoning will do the same distance. That's 5 squares. Yep, 5 squares of mixed, and then we can go with a bit of medium right behind it. Actually, let's see what happens when it pops up first. I'd like to see what it is. That'd be cool. And then let's get a bit of low density through here, because we definitely need that anyways. A bit close to that in industry, but that's okay. I don't mind placing that too close over there, but this is still coming in. We have a bit of industry demand, so let's fill out this little pocket with some industry. Okay, I know we haven't done any detailing or anything like that. Communications, post office, oh my gosh. Telecom, oh, I forgot about the telecom. Holy cow, this is so incredible. Okay, tiny town, server farm, oh my goodness. Telecom tower, that would be awesome. So we gotta do that with progression. Okay, but post office, that's something we definitely need. Oh my gosh, this mixed density housing looks amazing. That is so cool. Holy cow. Okay, I think we're gonna need to do the same thing on this side too. Holy moly. We got something awesome. A signature building, the Rockstar Musician Mansion. Wow, that is so cool. Wow, okay, love the building. It's got a turret on it, fantastic. Where do we build this, and how do I get it now? Rock Musician Mansion, +2 well-being within 500 meters. Okay, let's remove this. I think we're gonna need to place this along the river here. Yeah, right on this cliff side here. That would be very cool. So I know we might not be maximizing its kind of use by putting it right close to the river, where half of the 500 meters is going to be covered in water, but I feel like having this along the waterfront is kind of necessary. So let's place this here. Okay, very cool. What the heck? What kind of rock star would be living in Ottawa? Okay, let's think, Steven. What rock stars are from Ottawa? Oh my gosh. I'm drawing a blank. Oh my gosh. Let me stop this really quickly and give it a quick Google. All right, so winter has come in since my Google, and I didn't want to embarrass myself. I was right. I just wanted to double check. So this is going to be... This is Alanis Morissette's house, everyone. Amazing, along the Waterway River here. Beautiful with the snow cover too. and the leafy trees that never lost their leaves in the snowfall. So it looks like the snow came very early. And we did actually see Alanis Morissette move into the house as well with a trailer and whatnot parked right in the garage. It fit perfectly. So that is so cool. I love that. Wow, okay. Very, very enjoyable. What is going on over here? This town is just collapsing. So maybe we need to pay a bit of attention over here and get a bit more built out this way. Because I think we're just going to need to extend the grid a little bit more and actually kind of build up this area, because this is the underground pump station. I think we realized we didn't actually need that much space, so we're going to zone up into it a little bit like that, and we'll just kind of zone up a little bit more through here. And just like that, winter has left us. So sad. But we got a bunch more space here for zoning. We got a police station here that needs a road right beside it. Yeah, okay. Very, very cool. I'm loving the grid here. I actually want to delete this connection here along Madison Street. And yeah, not enough customers, eh? Holy cow, I'm a little bit surprised that there's like this whole side of the map is just failing us right now, but that's okay. What is this? Waiting for, that is waiting for a hearse. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, it's coming. Okay. I did see it pop up really quickly. So it should be arriving in a second. There it is. All right, well, that's sad. But good to see that the city was working and things were doing okay. All right, so let's see. We have a bit of low density, some industry demand. I'll throw a bit more industry through here, and then let's talk about a few more things, because I'm kind of running out of time in today's recording schedule, and we haven't really touched on parks at all, because holy cow, there's parks, and then there's also a few more things. Landmarks. Oh my gosh, Grand Hotel. Excuse me? This was Botanical Garden? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this game is amazing. I love this. I'm just loving all these new things. Small park, small plaza, small playground, dog park. We gotta place this in for sure. Campfire site. Okay, well, let's place some parks around. All right, so I placed down a ton of dog parks. So hopefully all the pups of Waterway Garno region are pleased. That looks like a nice dog park. I know my dog, Kevin, would love this, except he's very scared of these things. Whoa, autosave. These tube things, yeah, he doesn't like to go in them. But no matter how many treats I've thrown inside of those things, he has not decided to go inside of them. But he will chase dogs around them. But if the dog goes through it, he won't follow. So, yeah, I'm really liking this area here. But, you know, the building types and stuff like that, I'm not too sure how we're going to kind of keep that around. I'm not too sure of what the future holds. But let's get this district kind of playing through here, because we've never actually established districts yet. So we're actually going to get the real names of these first two towns in place. So again, we're building in the region of Waterway Garno, but these first two towns are going to have their original names. So let's figure out how this district tool kind of works. All right, so we have our first two towns in place. We have Wellington, Ontario, like we mentioned before. So just like how the first town in the Ottawa area was named Bytown after the colonel that built the Rideau Canal, Wellington was the prime minister at the time, and Colonel By and Prime Minister Wellington had a ton of arguments. The Prime Minister of the UK, that is, about it and whatnot. So it's kind of funny that we're naming this town Wellington when the model town is named after the colonel. and they didn't get along, but they sorted things out from my understanding. And then more Quebec. More sounds a little English, but yes, there's lots of Anglophone settlers in this part of Quebec in the late 1800s, the early 1800s, sorry. And the idea here is that, well, if you look at a map of Gatineau, Quebec, you can see that there is something called the Moore Estates, which I'm assuming is the estate of an early settler in the area. I did look it up, although I couldn't confirm it, but I did see some corroborating evidence to support that. So I thought that it would be really cool to take that place name in Gatineau named after a settler, because Wrightstown was named after the first settler on the Quebec side, the person who kind of built up a company town in the area. Probably not the first actual settler, of course, the European settler that is. So I figured this is a cool connection to kind of get in. So we have doubled the population in today's episode, which is fantastic. And I saw I got an email or whatever in this. I'm not sure how these things work. I saw a little notification thing pop up. Event journal, car accidents, casual. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. I don't think this is what I saw though. There's a little notification here. Interesting. Okay, what radio mast? What is this? Transmits mobile data? I think we could get a radio mast in place. Let's get this over here. And then we also got a post office. Let's get the post office for sure. This is huge. This is not the same size as the post office was back in the day. Post sorting facility. Yeah, handles local traffic. Okay, well, let's get the post office right here. And we'll get another post office on this side. Okay, fantastic. Should we get any other services out this way? I don't think we need garbage. Education, we could probably get another school, but I was more thinking about the fire and police. Fire looks like we're pretty good. Police as well. Buses were good. Parks. Ooh, we need a park over here. Well, you know what? Let's give them a dog park. There's going to be a ton of dog parks in this game. Just fair warning ahead of time. But we can also get a small park right here. That's pretty nice. That'll help things out. But we left ourselves with some healthy zoning for next episode. And I'm just going to keep playing if I don't stop now, because I just love this game so much. But, oh, what's this? Collapsed. Holy cow. I missed that. Maybe that's what that notification was, that this building collapsed. Yeah, this is low income housing. Looks like nothing's popping in here. And then this was supposed to be offices. I think maybe we can make this commercial. And then I would like to get another medium density building right here. Low density in this little pocket here. And then Alanis Morissette's house. We got to make sure that Alanis Morissette has a wonderful home. So let's end now, because I'm just going to keep playing. So let's go into our photo mode. And the controls become inverse for some reason once you enter photo mode. And then you click this button. Oh, sorry, trash first. This button. Play. It's raining, but I hope you have a wonderful day, folks. Talk to you soon. Peace out.